Thank you, Ulama, for that comprehensive update from the airport there in the nation's capital. Let's turn to Ogun State and also get update on the level of compliance there. Our reporter Kazim Olowe is standing by. Kazim, give us the situation report there in Ogun State.
Partially in the sense that earlier today, the Federal Secretariat located in Abeokuta was shot, and even banks, some of them were actually shot, no operation continue until later in the day when all banks in the state capital were operating, and vehicles trying to gain access into the Secretariat were asked to return strike as commenced. But the situation was not the same at the State Secretariat, where we have a number of workforce in there working. Even as I speak, the gate of the State Secretariat is open for staff to come to their office. And as I speak, no form of hindrance, nobody is preventing them from going to their offices. From the gate, they have access, and even the car park is occupied by the vehicles of the staff of the state government. Although some of the students of the public secondary schools were seen on the street returning to their homes, but reliable information that I have indicates that those that are sitting for their West African examination, final examination, they are allowing them to sit, and that a sample actually came from the union in the state that they should be allowed to sit for the final examination, and they should be supported, and any form of disruption should not be allowed within the school premises. So that has been the situation. That is why I say it's partially successful. Some are working as I speak, while some stay at home.
Thank you, Kazim, for that update. Let's go to Delta State. Ikenna Amechi is standing by. Ikenna, just listening to Kazim, he says that some students are writing exam, and those who are writing WAEC are allowed to write them. But we understand that in Delta State, the case is different. Speak to us on that. Ikenna, I just want to be sure that you can hear me.
Hear me?
All right, I can hear you. Go ahead.
So the students are supposed to write their basic education certificate examination. They are supposed to be the junior WAEC, are supposed to start their exams today. But unfortunately, when the strike was announced by Labour, the Ministry of Secondary Education in Delta State actually postponed it by a day. It's to start tomorrow. That's if the strike will not hold today. But now that the strike started today, definitely there will be another statement from the Ministry of Secondary Education to probably postpone it, because for the students who came to school today to sit for their exams, they had to meet the shock of their life because they were turned back at the gate because the gate was shut, no teachers on site, and that's not just for the public schools, but all the schools in Delta State, because it's an external exam. But for the WAEC, for other institutions like the banks and the stadium, the secretariat, all are under lock and care. For those who didn't actually comply, Labour, the TVC leaders and the NLC leaders made sure that they comply, and they said it's 95 because there are still some people still yet to comply in the state capital, and of course this is also happening in other places in the Delta State. That they are saying that they want a total compliance, and they are going to stay at home as long as it takes for them to actually tell the federal government that they should return to the negotiating table. And of course, their salary is the key to the minimum wage, which they are negotiating for, and other things.
All right, Ikenna, let me put you on hold as we get back to the nation's capital to speak with Joke Adisa, who is also standing by to give us more update from there. Joke, we spoke earlier, you talked about the level of compliance. What more can you tell us at this moment?
Yeah, what is unique about this area is that you have virtually all the banks have their offices here. And so, as a result of this strike, most of them, in fact, virtually all of them are shut against customers. They are not open for business. But contrary to that, we have other privately owned malls which are open to business. We see drivers, commercial drivers going about their day-to-day activities. We've also been to the market. Of course, it's the regular business of the day. And if you get to the market, of course, you will not even know that there's anything called strike in Nigeria. So across markets, across malls, people are going about their businesses, except, of course, for government agencies and banks that are shut for business.
Thank you so much, Okef, for the update. We'll continue to get back to you for more updates, information.